Hi guys, it's me Maroon Totu and I'm back again with another video, and this time it's going to be a story time video. So the other day my friends and I went hiking at like Yamnuska, and like I was mentally prepared for this hike. I was so excited. I made lunch. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. So we get there and like everything's good, and we get there and we go on the first summit, and I'm like, why am I so tired? Like I feel really tired, and I feel like I shouldn't have been tired, but I guess it was really steep, so it does make sense that I was tired. And then we got to like the first place and we see this lady and she tells us, oh guys, like this is the first summit, you guys don't have to go all the way to the top. If you get to like a certain place, you'll have a great view, blah blah blah. And then we're like, okay, thank you, blah blah. And we thought, oh, she thinks we can't do it, blah blah. Okay, I need to stop saying blah blah. But yeah, so we went and we kept climbing, and then we got to this place and then it started getting really hard. Not even because like it was steep or anything, but we actually had to rock climb, I guess, and that was really hard. And I remember getting lost because I went on the wrong mountain, and I thought to myself, wow, this is so stupid. Like I was praying in my head and I was like, God, if you let me get through this hike, I'll never go on a hard hike again. And my bag was really heavy. I think that was like one of the things that was kind of weighing me down a little bit too, because my bag was really heavy. I had this camera in my bag, which is so heavy on its own, and then I had food, and then I had like water and Gatorade. Like I never had Gatorade before that trip. I don't even know what Gatorade does, which kind of sounds stupid, but I don't drink Gatorade and stuff like that. But yeah, finally we made it to the top and we ate, and it was so freezing cold that I was just like, okay, I'm over it. It's like I'm ready to go home. And so we ate and we were going downhill, and it just started being windy. So it got to a point where like we were going downhill and I couldn't see like the next step forward, and I started freaking out because I was like, how is everyone going through there? But I guess when I walked like a little bit towards that place, it kind of like went, it was just really like down. It was such a like a decline. So, and some of the places like you couldn't go straight, you had to like kind of use your sides to like walk down, just because it was really slopey. And then this place was so crazy because like it feels like your feet is like slipping, so you have to have good balance. So yeah, we went downhill and then it started snowing. Like it was windy and it started snowing, and I was just like, God, this is the worst day ever. I'm literally going to cry. Like I love my mom. And it was just like I just started thinking like all these crazy thoughts, like if I die here, like is someone gonna find me? And so we kind of went past that place and we started walking, and then we found everybody because my friend and I were like at the back. And then we found everybody. So when we got to that place, I was like kind of pissed off. I was kind of over the whole hike. I just wanted to go home at this point, because by now it was already at least like 4.5 hours. Like yeah. So then there was this like there was another place. So we went through like one slopey place and there was another slopey place, but this time there were lots of gravel and it was so high, guys. Like I'm not even playing, this place was freaking high. And I thought, and everyone was so like, not everyone was scared, but like if you see it, it's like, are we actually supposed to go down here or is there another route? But that was the only route. But by that time I was so freaking over this whole hike. I just wanted to go home. Like I was getting mad, and I was like, you know what, if I don't leave this situation right now, I'm gonna start like being pissed off. So plus my bag was heavy, so like all these things I was just like, and I was on my period too. So that just kind of like, it just wasn't working for me. So I just looked at it and I was just like, you know what, we're gonna have to go down this shit anyways. Like might as well just start going. If my mom watches this video, she's gonna be like, why are you swearing? But yeah, so I just like dipped my leg into like the gravel and just kept going down, and it was so stressful. And I got to the bottom and I was just like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm done. So everybody was like waiting for everybody else to come down, but I was like, I'm not waiting for anyone anymore. I just want to go into the car and just like sit down, because at this point it wasn't like, at first my leg wasn't hurting. It was just like a lot of like, it felt like a lot of cardio. But after like the gravel place, my legs started like hurting, and which makes sense because that thing was really like stressful. So, and then I started going down the path, and then my friend was like, and she said, oh Tono, are you okay? And I was like, I'm okay, like I just want to leave this place, I just want to go home now. And so Tizita started like walking with me, and somehow we get lost. I'm still trying to figure out how we got lost, because this place has a trail and we were definitely going on the trail. So we went on the trail, and the next thing you know, we don't have any trails anymore. So there were just like bushes and stuff like that, and I was just like, I don't think we're on the right track. Mind you, my phone didn't have any service on it, and I was using like my, like it had service, but it didn't have, like it had service that would be costing me money. So we went on another trail, and we called our friend. We're like, we don't know where we are, we're so lost. And then I start freaking out so much, because I'm like, okay, when we were coming up, this lady told us that they saw a bear last week. So if we see a bear, we're basically like done, we're gonna be dead. So I started freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, like I hate this so much, and I'm like about to cry. I'm just like panicking. So what happened was, I took out my credit card because I was going to like reload my phone and then call my friend. And as I was like, this thing was really stressful. Like I don't even think anybody understands, because when we go down the wrong path, we have to come up back again. I was tired, my legs were hurting, so coming back up was painful at this point. Like I was pissed off, and it just made everything worse. So we kept going to places and coming back up because we didn't see any routes or anything like that. And I started like trying to load my phone, but my phone wasn't working. I called 611 trying to like reload my phone, nothing was working. So then by the time we got lost, our friends come and they start looking for us. They came like 2 or 3 times. And like I really appreciated that, because that first place to hike, like I said before, it was really steep. So for them to like try to look for us like twice, that was a lot. And the next thing you know, we hear a bunch of people. So we hear a bunch of people. So Tizita and I like run in that direction, and I guess they were lost too. And then they say, oh, where are you guys going? We were like, we went this way, but there was absolutely no routes, and there was this like dry river canal thing. So we had to, and then we had to cross over. So we decided to go with the couples, because we didn't want to be by ourselves, because if there was a bear then like it would be scared of like 6 people as opposed to just 2 people. So we started walking with these couples, and we went through a really like weird route. Like I'm not even gonna talk about it because I'm not trying to get fined, but we went through a really weird route, and finally we got to this place that there was like a parking lot, which was like, it was such a long walk still, like it was almost about 20 minutes of walking too. So when they couldn't find us, they called security, and security was about to start looking for us. And then we showed up, and I don't think I'm going to go for another hike for a while. I know I'm lying too, because I actually kind of do enjoy hikes, just because they're fun, but they're so stressful. And we finally walked there, we get to the parking lot, everybody's pissed at us. They're like, why did you leave the pack? You're not supposed to leave the pack. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I was so tired. I was done. And then we're about to go, and I can't find my wallet, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I just start crying. I'm just like, I lost my wallet. And I remember where I lost this wallet. Like I still have the temptation to go back and look for it, but I'm not gonna go back. Started like crying, and everyone wanted to go back, which I'm like really grateful for, but they couldn't because it was already evening, and the last thing we wanted to happen was like be in the forest without, at night, like animals could come out. So kind of went home. I was just kind of really pissed off. I had money in there, I had all my cards in there, all my identification cards. I'm so glad I didn't have my SIM in there. I never take my SIM card with me anyways. So yeah, we got home and I was so tired. My legs were sore for like 4 days straight. And the next morning was a Sunday and I thought, oh, maybe I'll just sleep in. And my mom comes. She's like, wake up, we have to go to church. And I'm just like, really? Mom, please. And she's like, nah, we gotta go to church. So yeah, that was basically it. I didn't find my wallet. I called, but they're like, sorry, we don't have your wallet. Sorry, we didn't find your wallet. So I was like, okay. So I had to pay to get my student ID and everything, but I basically have like the most important cards. I have some of them are coming like next week and stuff. So yeah, that was it. Like, I honestly did not think that hike was gonna be hard. Some people said the chain and ledge part was the hardest part of the hike. I personally did not find that hard at all. I thought that was the fun part. Like, the other parts were, I think the hardest part was the first, just climbing up, because it was really steep, and then the like rock climbing to the top. I think that was pretty hard because you kind of have to follow like a blue thing, and if you don't follow that thing you can get lost. Yeah, that was it. And like, for me personally, if I was to go on another hike, I will definitely not be taking my big camera with me. I won't be packing like a lot of food, because like, I'd pack enough food but I won't pack too much because it just makes it heavier, and it makes my backpack heavier and it makes it harder for me to walk. I definitely get I have hiking shoes. I don't know why I don't wear them. I always wear my Nikes whenever I go hiking and they get dirty, but those shoes are the real MVPs, because if I went through that and they didn't break, I don't know, it was worth all the money I spent on it. Yeah, I think that's it. That was it for the video. If you guys want to see more video, just make sure to subscribe and click on the like button. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day.